the first Ganeshji mural that we will be learning. Isn't this super cool and super beautiful? We will learn how to create this beautiful Ganeshji mural right from making the base and finishing it.
Hi guys, a very warm welcome from Architi Creations. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to create a beautiful Ganapati mural. This is Ganesh Chaturthi special, and for that, today I am using all that is easily available at home. So we are going to be needing 2 pieces of cardboard. You can even cut it from a carton box or from any cardboard which is available at a stationery store. This is 12 inches radius. 12 inches diameter circle, and I have cut 2 pieces of cardboard same size, and I have cut a piece of thermocol. This is the thin thermocol, 3 to 4 mm. Whatever size thermocol is available with you, you can cut that in the same size. And I have taken a small cotton thread and made a choti out of it to make a handle. So let us now first make our wooden base. If you don't want to go in for this, you can even decide to take any size of MDF to use this and to make the same mural. Now first I have taken out white glue or Fevicol. Just apply a good coat of Fevicol on the base. Now put your thermocol. Press it well, and we are going to put Fevicol on the other cardboard also. Now before you put this, put a little Fevicol here, and we are going to put our handle. So just put your handle like this, then take the thermocol and press it on. So let me first stick this well. Put something heavy weight on this so that it sits well. To secure this, one more thing which you can do is, now to secure this more, take your, it is still wet, okay, so take your masking tape, cut small pieces and stick it so that all the 3 parts stick together well. Okay. I'm going to put it at 7-8 places and leave it for some time so that it sticks well. Now let this dry well. So now this base is ready. I'm taking my gesso. You can either take the gesso which is available in the market, or you can make gesso at home. And we are going to do a thick coat of gesso on both the sides, including the edges, before we go ahead. Now let me do this on the back side and the sides as well. So to make it thin base and to give it an even finish, I am using this. You can even use any cardboard of your choice. Now just even it out, make it into a fine coat, and we are going to give a slight texture onto this. Now you can use anything to give texture onto this. I will also be doing it from the sides so that it becomes solid. But before that, let us do texture because this is going to start drying up really fast. Now here what I am going to do is, you can take a simple tissue or any cloth of your choice just make it like this and just dab. Now if you can use different materials and try it out also, but it is going to give a different kind of a texture every time. So here there is a little less texture because it has dried up. This will really dry up very fast. So like this. We have given a texture. Now I will wait for it to dry and then I'm going to put the same texture paste on the edges. Now the gesso has dried up. We are going to make texture paste. You can use ready-made texture paste that is available in the market, or you can make texture paste the way I am. I have taken a 1 tablespoon measurement spoon. You will need 3 spoons. This is normal chalk powder that is available in the market. Take 3 spoons of chalk powder, just sieve it well. Now this is there. We will use the same spoon measurement. Take 1 spoon of water. And 1 spoon of acrylic color. So this I am going to pour by my own. Now take any disposable spoon or any spoon that is available and mix it well. Now if you want to make textured color, the texture paste of any color of your choice, then you can even add the color of your choice to make texture color of your choice. The only thing is that the powder that you use should be really fine. So here that is why I am using chalk powder. See how thick this texture paste is. Now simply put this. Now we are going to you can take and simply spread it into a thin layer. Now see, my base texture has dried up. I have made a little more of the same texture paste. Take little bit of that texture paste and we are going to do stencil work using the same texture paste that we created. How we are going to do is, take any stencil of your choice. Now here I have taken this. Now depending upon where you want to do the composition, you place your stencil and hold it really tight. Take this texture paste very delicately . Apply this and then slowly remove it. Now since there was color in I have applied a little bit of color so that this is visible too. Now in the same way I am going to do my texture work at some distance. Now since this is a mural style Ganpati, you can do this depending upon where you want to place Ganpati ji. See, isn't the texture looking nice? Now in this way I am going to do texture at few places randomly, and in the other places we are going to do other things. So just hold this tight. See. So I have done 4 textures here, and I am going to do one full texture here in the center and one at the top, and then we'll place Ganesh ji, but so that our texture comes behind. So for that, just place it. Now I'll have to hold it tighter. Take your texture paste and one we'll do here. So let me just turn it. See, now we have done all the texture work. Now we will have to let this dry. We'll add little bit of coning work and a lot of other things before we go ahead. So now see, this has completely dried up. We are now going to start making Ganeshji. For doing that, I am taking molded. See, molded comes in two packets like this. One is the resin and other is the hardener. These come in small 20 rupees packet. We will need approximately 2 to 3 of those. The first step is we are going to open these and we are going to mix them really well. So let me open and show you. Now I have opened half of each. Take equal quantities of both. One is whitish and the other is this greyish brownish. Now we are going to mix them really well. Completely they should mix into each half. Now see, this has mixed completely. You can't see both the parts separately. Now you can use any powder to help you shape this clay. And in case you don't want to use this, you can mix your chalk powder or your French powder with Fevicol to make clay, homemade clay as well. Now we are going to place Ganeshji right in the center. For that, first I am taking a small piece like this. This is a roundel which will go on the top. Then we are going to, we are starting with the crown. Then we are going to make an umbi shape. Then we are going to take a little more. We are going to stick everything with Fevicol. So just let us make the top part. Now we want to place this next to this, and we can use our cutter to give it shape. Like this. Now we are going to make the part below the crown. So just I am taking a long rope like this. And I am making it thinner. Now here I am going to place it. So this should not be uneven. So just take equal. And I am using a normal cutter to cut it like this. Now we are going to make, the face cannot be made with this much, we have to take more. So we are first going to make the ear. So for the ear I am going to flatten this a little and then we'll cut the necessary shape. Now here I am going to give it a circular cut here. So for that you can also decide to use the cap of or the lid for any box. So just like this. Like this. Of course we will now even it out and this is going to come here. Now we make the other ear. For the other ear also, let us roll this up. Again I am going to flatten it here, flatten it on the top. So this I will even out. From here I am going to make it a little smaller. Now I'm going to make the hand with this. So again, press it and just give this kind of a shape. Now before these start drying up, just take and we are going to give an impression. Now in this also we are going to give an impression. So now take any pen cap Now I have taken more molded and we are going to make the trunk of Ganpati Ji. We are going to make it in two parts. So for the trunk area, just take it like this, roll it into a long roll. Now place it over here and just adjust it like this. Now I'm making it on the plastic. I'll be then sticking it onto my. Now we are going to make the face, this part. So for this part, take very less quantity of clay. Just give the desired shape. Like this. Now for the stomach area. Now for the stomach area, first we will make a flat base. And on top of that we'll make some ornaments, so that is going to be from on top. So just press it. You can even think of giving the necessary shape. Just press and give the necessary shape. So this is going to come a little under the trunk also. And it's going to come under the hand also. So I'm just going to press it. Now I'm going to make another hand. For that I'm taking very less clay. We are just going to give it a crescent moon shape like this. Here, and a small ball depicting the modak. Like this. Now comes the feet. For the feet, okay, it's going to be roundel on one end and it's going to be flattened on the other. So just press it. It's going to be something like this. Next, same shape we are going to make again, like this for the other. So this is going to come here and we are going to cut it from here. Now let me first take this part onto this and show. Now I am taking my white glue. Just start applying your white glue and we are going to stick this. Now for the stomach, now just lift this a little here and we are going to put this piece. Now on top of this we are going to put both the feet. Now for this feet also I am cutting this shape, so it's going to be like this. Now this is the hand, so it's going to come here and this is going to come here. So I'm just going to put a piece here because on top of that I want to put the hand like this. So now once you've stuck this, now we are going to make the feet here. So that take very little quantity of clay. Just roll it and it's going to be, a thin piece like this. Now we are going to make some clothes, the chunni here. So take little bit of clay, press it, now it has to be only this size, okay, so just press it. Now this size, little more we'll make. Now place it here. We will have to cut it to give the necessary shape. So first let me give the sharp cuts. I'm going to just lift the trunk a little. This extra part also I'm cutting. Now that we fixed the clothes, just put a little bit of powder, even it out, and we are going to give sharp cuts to mark the lines of the cloth. Like this. Just groove it a little from top. Now we are going to make a necklace. So for the necklace, just roll it into a thin line. Little bit of alcohol now. Now we are going to have another necklace in which we can make roundels. So make 2-3 roundels of the same size. And a little bigger roundel for the center. So this is a drop shape here, and we are going to have now we are going to make a thin tilak for Ganesh ji. So take a very thin line. Now we are going to make eyes for the eyebrows. This time, and then another thin line. And a tiny eyeball with a dot. Nice. Now that this has started drying, we are just going to give light curves. Now I am going to just make a little bit of the chunni here also. So just make thin line with this, little bit of fevicol. Now see. Now we are going to let Ganesh ji dry up. So now I have taken molded and I have made this thin line. I am taking white glue and now put it on the edges and start sticking. Now just merge the joints together, just press it down Let this dry up for 2-3 minutes and then we are going to give an impression in this. In the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is, see, I have taken little bit molded and put powder and just roll it into a thin sheet, as thin as possible. Okay. Now you can take any cutter. I am taking a flower cutter here and just take out. I think we can even make it more thinner. So I just need few flowers and few leaves, and that we are going to fix up. 2-3 leaves, that's it. So this is my leaf cutter. So I'm going to just, so it's going to get an impression. I just need few leaves. And I'll do few flowers like this. Let me cut out some flowers and show you. Now as this has got a little dried up, okay, you can give any impression of your choice and onto this. I'm just going to give some slanting lines like this. Okay. Now we are going to put some florals on the corners. So here, like, I'll put a flower arrangement. So take some of the flowers that you've cut out. So I'm not putting my floral motifs where I have done my stenciling. So I'm just leaving that part. I'm just adding my leaves here. Now, so that's it for this side. In the same way, I'm going to create a small part here. And I'll just put 1 or 2 more flowers here. So I have done a small flower arrangement here, here, and here. We can add 1 or 2 more flowers here. So just avoid the parts that you stencil. So now we are just sticking few of these here and there. So that's it. Now I'm going to let this dry completely before we finish the painting. So now my molded has completely dried up. See, once it's absolutely dried up, we are going to start our coloring. For this, we are going to use a variety of acrylic colors. The first color that I'm using today is a teal blue color, and we are going to do that on the background. So let us start. So we are going to do it in such a way that we don't do it on top of Ganesha as well as the flowers and the leaves. Remember that we will do this part also teal blue, because if when we frame this or when we are going to hang it, this part is also going to be visible. So do the sides also. Now here just try to fill up all the grooves also, because being a 3D painting there will be grooves. So I'll just fill up the grooves and let the blue color dry before we do the remaining colors. Now I'm taking out white acrylic color and the blue has dried up. We are now going to do this on Ganesh. So we are not going to do the crown area, other than that we are going to do white color. Now I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to do 1 or 2 more colors. So now I have taken out coral red and I have another color. This is a glitter color. This is known as sparkly pearl poppy red. So I'm just mixing a little bit of this to give it a glittery look. And I'll be doing this color onto my flowers. So just mix it well. We are also going to do it onto the chunni and the flowers. So let me now color the flowers and show you. So now I'm taking cadmium yellow and I'll be doing it on the dhoti of Ganesh ji. So we will need to do approximately 2 to 3 coats to give a even look to the dhoti. Now I have taken out a little bit of light green color and we'll be doing it on the leaves. So now we'll let this dry and then we'll finish Ganesh ji. So now I have taken all my 3 colors, metallic colors, that is bronze. This is a pearl metallic rust. This is a pearl metallic bronze and this is a pearl metallic gold. Now I am just giving a little bit of tinge of all of them onto the. So just give using a dry brush. Now I did a base coat of white to just give it a base. After that we are going to give different coats of these metallic colors to give the final effect. So here I am taking a little bit of golden and I have done a little texturing using the other colors, and now I am going to do a little color on the using golden. Now taking golden, I am just going to go over the tilak. Now just take a little bit of bronze. Oh sorry, this is rust. So use a dry brush and don't put too much of the color anywhere. Now I am going to take a little bit of my golden. Now just put a little bit onto the leaves, onto the flowers, onto the. Basically we want to highlight this also a little, the stenciling work that we've done. Now here I am taking a little bronze to highlight the texture work and a little bit of rust to highlight the texture. Then in the last I am going to add a little bit of golden onto it. Now we will make the rope a little darker using golden. Now we will let this dry completely and do a spray to finish the mural. Now, as this has completely dried up, to give it a gloss, I am using my acrylic lacquer spray. Now do this lacquer spray outside in an exterior environment so that you don't have to inhale the fumes. Just do it at a distance, keep it at a distance of about 1 feet or half feet, and then do a spray. I will just spray and show you how glossy the final effect will be.
Do like our video and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the notification button so that you can be notified as soon as we put a new video or are live on our channel.